The Apple MacBook Air M3, ASUS TUF Gaming A16, MSI Prestige 16, AI Evo, Acer Nitro V 16, and Lenovo LOQ 15 are the most popular budget video editing laptops of 2025, but which is the absolute best? We are going to compare them to each other and score them in various categories, with some categories holding more weight than others. In the end, we'll decide which is the best one based on the final score, and we will declare the absolute winner. Let's dive in! First, we are going to compare them on the battery life category, which has a multiplier of 2. The MacBook Air M3 truly impressed me during my daily workflow, consistently delivering around 13 hours of mixed usage and even lasting through a day and a half when I forgot to charge it overnight. While it's rated for 18 hours, I found the real-world performance slightly lower, but still remarkable, earning it 9 out of 10. The ASUS TUF A16 absolutely blew me away with its incredible 10 hours and 13 minutes of battery life in productivity mode. And what's even better is that it can quick charge to 50% in just 30 minutes. Despite being a gaming laptop where we typically see poor battery life, this machine sets a new standard for longevity, scoring 8 out of 10. The MSI Prestige 16 AI Evo left me with mixed feelings, as I managed to squeeze about 6 hours of regular writing and photo editing tasks, though the battery drains significantly faster under heavy workloads. The 99.9 watt-hour battery sounds impressive on paper, but the actual performance is just average for its class, earning it 6 out of 10. The Acer Nitro V 16 disappointed me during testing with its modest 56 watt-hour battery, only managing about 4 to 5 hours of productivity use, and gaming absolutely demolishes the battery life. The relatively small battery capacity for a gaming laptop this size really holds it back, resulting in 5 out of 10. The Lenovo LOQ 15 was particularly frustrating with its mere 4 hours of battery life from the 60 watt-hour unit, though it does support impressive fast charging that can juice up to 80% in 30 minutes. The subpar battery performance really limits its portability, landing it at 4 out of 10. The MacBook Air M3 takes the crown in battery life with 9 points because it consistently delivers all-day battery life while maintaining high performance without breaking a sweat. Next, we're going to compare them on the processor speed category, which has a multiplier of 3. The MacBook Air M3 shows impressive single-core performance with a Geekbench 6 score of a 3082, making it perfect for quick renders and smooth timeline scrubbing in Premiere Pro. While it handles most editing tasks with ease, it does fall behind in multi-core performance compared to some Windows alternatives, scoring 12,087 in Geekbench 6 multi-core tests, 7 out of 10. The ASUS TUF A16 packs the mighty Ryzen Strix Point AI 9HX 370 processor that can be pushed to an incredible 5.10 GHz when overclocked, delivering phenomenal performance for demanding editing tasks. I've noticed it maintains these speeds consistently thanks to its 90-watt power delivery, though it can get quite loud under heavy loads, 8 out of 10. The MSI Prestige 16 AI Evo comes with Intel's latest Core Ultra 7 processor that delivers solid performance for video editing tasks, and I particularly enjoyed how the AI engine helped with background tasks. However, the laptop tends to run quite hot under stress, reaching uncomfortable temperatures during prolonged editing sessions, 6 out of 10. The Acer Nitro V 16 features AMD's latest Ryzen 7 8845HS processor with integrated AI capabilities, delivering an impressive NPU performance of 16 tops and reaching speeds up to 5.10 GHz. The processor handles complex editing tasks smoothly, though I noticed it doesn't maintain peak performance as consistently as some competitors, 7.5 out of 10. The Lenovo LOQ 15's Ryzen 7 7435HS processor, with its 8 cores and 16 threads boosting up to 4.5 GHz, delivers exceptional real-world performance in video editing tasks, and during my testing with Handbrake, it completed a 4K to 1080p transcode in just 5 minutes and 17 seconds, 8.5 out of 10. The Lenovo LOQ 15 takes the crown in processor performance with 8.5 points, thanks to its impressive real-world performance in video encoding tasks and consistent speeds during prolonged editing sessions. Next, we are going to compare them on the graphics performance category, which has a multiplier of 2. The M3 MacBook Air's graphics capabilities really surprised me. I managed to run Baldur's Gate 3 at around 50 frames per second with FSR enabled, and the GPU performance showed a 43% improvement over the M2 model. However, the lack of a dedicated graphics card and limited gaming features means you'll need to make some compromises with newer titles, 7 out of 10. The ASUS TUF Gaming A16's Radeon RX 7600S handles, demanding games smoothly at both 1080p and 1440p resolutions, and I was particularly impressed with how it maintained consistent frame rates in Borderlands 3. While it runs most games beautifully, it does get quite warm under heavy loads, though the heat doesn't affect the gaming experience much, 8 out of 10. The MSI Prestige 16 AI's RTX 4060 delivers solid performance, but I found it's held back by its 55-watt power limit, resulting in lower frame rates compared to similar laptops with the same GPU. Despite the power limitations, it still manages to run Cyberpunk 2077 at decent frame rates, making it a capable machine for its size. 7.5 out of 10. Testing the Acer Nitro V 16, I was blown away by its RTX 4060's performance in Once Human, maintaining 110 frames per second consistently, and the colors looked vibrant on its 165 Hz display. The GPU performs exceptionally well for its price point, though I noticed some occasional frame drops in more demanding titles. 8.5 out of 10. The Lenovo LOQ 15 really impressed me with its gaming capabilities, running Assassin's Creed Valhalla at 81 frames per second, significantly outperforming other laptops in its price range. While it struggles with ray tracing heavy games like Cyberpunk 2077, the overall value proposition for gaming performance is unmatched in this segment. 9 out of 10. The Lenovo LOQ 15 takes the crown in graphics performance with 9 points, proving that raw power isn't everything when you can deliver consistently high frame rates in popular titles without breaking the bank. Next, we are going to compare them on the RAM capacity category, which has a multiplier of 1.5. The MacBook Air M3 comes with a base 8GB of unified memory, which can be configured up to 24GB. But what bugs me is that you can't upgrade it yourself later on. While the performance is smooth for everyday tasks, I found myself wishing for more RAM when doing serious video editing work. 6 out of 10. The ASUS TUF Gaming A16 impressed me with its 16GB of DDR5 RAM that comes standard, and I love that it's user upgradable if you need more later. However, I noticed some performance hiccups when running multiple demanding applications simultaneously. 7 out of 10. The MSI Prestige 16 AI comes with a whopping 32GB of memory that handled everything I threw at it without breaking a sweat. The high-speed DDR5 RAM made multitasking between video editing software feel incredibly smooth. 8 out of 10. Testing the Acer Nitro V 16, I found its configurable RAM options of 8, 16, or 32GB quite flexible, and the user-replaceable memory slots are a huge plus. Though the base 8GB model struggled with heavy workloads, the upgrade potential makes up for it. 8.5 out of 10. The Lenovo LOQ 15 ships with just 8GB of RAM in its base configuration, but I was pleasantly surprised by how well it handled video editing tasks, and the fact that it's upgradable makes it even more appealing. Despite some stuttering and heavy multitasking, the value proposition here is undeniable. 9 out of 10. The Lenovo LOQ 15 takes the crown in the RAM category with 9 points, thanks to its excellent price-to-performance ratio and future upgrade potential that won't break the bank. Finally, we are going to compare them on the storage space category, which has a multiplier of 1.5. The MacBook Air M3 comes with multiple storage configurations ranging from 256GB to 2TB of SSD storage, which is quite impressive for its class. But the base model's 256GB feels a bit limiting for video editing. While the storage speeds are blazing fast thanks to Apple's optimization, the lack of user upgradability means you're stuck with what you buy. 7 out of 10. The ASUS TUF Gaming A16 impressed me with its 1TB PCIe SSD that delivers snappy performance for the price point, and I love that it hits impressive speeds during file transfers. The ability to upgrade the storage yourself is a huge plus, making this a great value proposition. 8 out of 10. The MSI Prestige 16 AI comes with a 1TB NVMe SSD that provides plenty of space for your video projects, though I found the speeds to be just average compared to competitors. Still, considering its price point and the fact that you can upgrade it later, it's a solid offering. 7.5 out of 10. The Acer Nitro V 16 offers flexible storage options up to 2TB, and what I really love is that it comes with 2 M2 slots for future expansion. The base storage speeds aren't the fastest I've tested, but having that second slot for expansion makes up for it. 8.5 out of 10. The Lenovo LOQ 15 comes with a rather disappointing 512GB SSD that delivered underwhelming transfer speeds in my testing, coming in last place at 757.83 megabytes per second. However, the saving grace is the second M2 slot that supports longer 2280 SSDs for future upgrades. 6 out of 10. The Acer Nitro V 16 takes the crown in storage with 8.5 points, thanks to its dual M2 slots and flexible storage configurations that give you the best upgrade path for future-proofing your video editing setup. The results of our comparison show each product shines in its own way, but the ASUS TUF Gaming A16 stands out with its score of 78.5. This gaming powerhouse manages to achieve a remarkable blend of performance across all key categories, with an impressive processor speed and graphics performance thanks to the Ryzen Strix Point AI 9 HX370 CPU and Radeon RX 7600S GPU. It delivers consistently high frame rates for gamers and video editors alike. Plus, the combination of its generous battery life and storage options offers a solid foundation for extended usage. The ASUS TUF Gaming A16 truly excels as a versatile machine ideal for users demanding both high-end performance and excellent value. While the ASUS TUF Gaming A16 was the standout, the other contenders also impressed. The Acer Nitro V 16 and Lenovo LOQ 15 were neck and neck, each scoring 74 points. The Acer Nitro V 16's dual EM2 slots for flexible storage upgrades and strong graphics put it slightly ahead in some areas. Meanwhile, the Lenovo LOQ 15's edge in processor speed and RAM capacity presents it as a great budget-friendly option for multitasking and video work. The Apple MacBook Air M3 shines with its stellar battery life and smooth day-to-day performance, earning it a respectable 72.5 points. Lastly, the MSI Prestige 16 AI Evo, with 68.25 points, provides a balanced mix of RAM capacity and decent storage options. Each laptop offers unique strengths, catering to different needs and preferences, ensuring there's a suitable option for every user.